Cozy Kitchen, and I'm your host Donna.
And I'm Sandy, and today we're going to show you how to make quick, easy, individual eggplant parmesans.
Come join us!
And we'll make our easy individual eggplant parmesans. To start with your eggplant parmesan, you need eggplant. And what I do is I slice the eggplant up and I stick it in a bowl of water and I let it soak for like 10 minutes. I drain the water, fill it up with water again, let it soak for a few minutes, because you'll notice the first soak will be brown. It'll have a lot of color to it. And then we want to drain it again. So we're just going to drain the water. Then what we're going to do is take the eggplant and we're going to put it on a paper towel. Make sure it's all on a paper towel because we want to get the excess water out, because we're not going to fry this. We're actually going to bake it. So it's going to be healthier than the fried eggplant that they use first to make. Okay, so now what we're going to do is let that sit there. A generous amount of salt, because salt is going to extract some more of the moisture, and you want to let it sit for a few minutes. Let it sit for 5-10 minutes, and then you come back with it and you just press down on it like this. Get as much of the moisture out as you can.
Right.
That's how eggplant goes.
Right. And I love eating the skins. I think a lot of people do too.
Oh, I don't eat the skins. I never thought of doing that.
Oh, I love eating the skins.
So now what we're going to do, we're going to bring it over here. Cookie sheet with tin foil sprayed. I have flour and I have an egg mixture. What I like to do is I like to put my spices on my eggplant. I don't like to put them in the thing because I think they get lost. So I've already put salt on that side there. So what we're going to do is take some garlic powder. And you season the way you like seasoned. We are garlic people. We like a lot of garlic.
Yes.
Pepper.
Plus, garlic's really good for you too, for colds, they say, and I think cholesterol.
Yeah.
And you know, really, me and you, we don't really, our cholesterol's really good.
Yeah.
I never had problems with cholesterol.
We need to exercise, that's our problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we're going to turn it over, and we're going to do the same thing to the other side.
Worry about getting spices and stuff. Try something new once a week. That's what you told me to do.
Yeah.
And then after a while, you start getting spices, and now I got so many.
What we're going to do is we're going to dip it in our egg mixture first. Just quickly dip it. Dip, 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 dip. Into the flour. Brush off the excess. Stick it on your cookie sheet. Into the thing. And this is going to get baked, so you're getting less of the fat that way. And it's going to be just as good. You won't even be able to tell the difference. So you get them all coated up. Nice in there. After you got them all taken care of, you want to spray a little cooking spray on top. Just to moisten the top a little so it'll brown. Once you get them all done like this, you take them to your oven. Take to the convection oven, and I want you to put it on 300 for 20 minutes, and we're going to check them.
Okay, so if you're cooking in a regular oven, what do
Well,
you...
with this, because eggplant is something that's moisture in it and all that you're dealing with, so it depends how moist it is, how kind it is, you know. So I always start with 20 minutes and go back and check.
Okay,
Some
so
people like to even take it and flip it over. Sometimes you don't need to.
so 350 in an oven.
350 in an oven.
Okay.
We're going to make the sauce for our individual parmesans. And what we do is we start off with a small pan. If you're going to make a lot of sauce, start off with a big pan. And what we're going to do is add some extra virgin olive oil into the bottom of our pan and get it heated up. Want it nicely heated. You're going to cut yourself 1 medium-sized onion, 2 to 3 cloves of garlic minced. You're going to need 2 cans of diced tomatoes, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. You need oregano and basil, sweet basil dried and oregano, and some basil, fresh basil for decoration if you like. What we're going to do is start with our onions. It's nice and heated up. And we're going to stick our onions in the pan. I love the smell of cooking onions.
Me too, especially when you put garlic with it too.
Yep, and then you put your garlic in there right with the onions. Now you don't want this to brown. You just want this to get translucent. So get translucent, and then you're going to add, you know, a pinch of salt, some pepper. You're going to add probably about a teaspoon of oregano. About a teaspoon of oregano. And a pinch of basil, dried basil. A little pinch of that. A little bit of dried basil. And you're going to cook that all, just get it translucent. You need to add more oil. You want the extra virgin olive oil because that helps also give it a nice flavor. Translucent, then you're ready to add your tomatoes. Now this is going to be a spaghetti sauce that's not like Italian spaghetti. My grandmother used to eat this every day with noodles, spaghetti, every single day of her life.
Yeah,
Bless her heart. She ate it every single day. She
called it American spaghetti.
Yep,
You know, I
she
think
called it American spaghetti.
I think
and this is the consistency of it, and it's delicious. But then you let this simmer for a good 15-20 minutes or all day, you know, whatever. And when your eggplant is done, I'll show you how to put it all together. Okay, after 20-25 minutes of how long it takes in your oven, they'll be ready to eat. So you bring them on over here. You got your sauce still cooking. And now we're going to put some together. Now I get me another tray and I spray it lightly.
they smell wonderful.
Don't they? And I'm going to put some on this tray. I'm going to put this back in the oven to melt the cheese. Let's make a few here. You know, your sauce is all ready. Just let it keep cooking. It can cook for a while longer. And you're going to take some ricotta. And you're just going to take a dollop. And you're just going to push it on in there. You don't need much, just a little. Now, I'm going to season very lightly. Pepper. And then we're going to take some mozzarella cheese. And we're going to stick it right on the top.
What, like a fourth of a cup?
Oh, probably
Each.
less than that, eighth of a cup. I'd put it on 400 if you have a regular oven, 350 on a convection oven, and let it just more or less melt. Okay, about 3 minutes in the oven, and this you just want to melt the cheese. I have your sauce. The sauce is here, and what we're going to do is plate one up for each of us. And these are so good. And you put this hot pan over here, and I'll finish this off with the sauce. Put as much as you like, or as little as you like.
Looks really good. And you know, it's really not high in calories.
No, it's very low in calories. You can use fat-free cheese if you like.
You could even use rice cheese.
You can actually use water to soften your onions instead of oil.
Right, yeah.
So let's give this a try. So this is what we have, and let's give it a try.
So nice.
It's very hot. Tastes just like eggplant.
Yes, it does. It really does. It's wonderful.
Hold on, another good show. What are we going to have next week?
Next week we're going to be making homemade croutons, and you can make them with your own kind of bread and even gluten-free.
Oh, wow, that sounds interesting. Can't wait.
Hey, another good recipe. See you next time.